another edition of the Roundtable Show presented by Ralph Ease. I'm Norm Waymer. This is Big John Milkowski. This is Mortgage Marty Ben. And we got a whole list of things that Marty's not going to follow today.
That makes it Saturday.
Oh, we got to start off tomorrow, Super Bowl 54.
Pre-game coverage has started already, hasn't it?
It has. It started yesterday.
Yeah,
I don't watch pre-games.
Oh, come on.
I do not watch pre-games. I don't.
Nope.
What do you mean, oh, come on?
What else are you going to watch? Pro Bowl reruns?
Anything.
I'll play the World Series of Poker on my phone.
NBA games no one cares about?
I turn it on. Turn it on about 6 o'clock so you get the introduction of the teams and the
I can't
national
say
anthem.
NBA nobody cares. Maybe nobody cares at this table.
Well, I don't know. Regular season this time of year, like before the halfway point NBA games, no one cares.
I'll care when the Pistons get in the playoffs again and actually win a game in the playoffs.
Norm's not caring for a while. Okay.
So anyway, no, I don't watch pre-games.
This is a good matchup, though. Strength on strength.
Both teams have the same type of uniforms. They're both red.
That's what you came up. You had a whole week to prepare, and that's what you came up with.
Yeah.
I think it'll be interesting. I saw a series of stats this week on the RPOs against the 49ers defense, and the one thing they struggle with because of the way the ends come up the field so much is a true RPO attack, and boy, Mahomes can do that to you. So it'll be interesting to see that kind of also strength on strength and how it
Run pass option.
I would assume if someone was a football fan, they'd figure it out, and they weren't. They already tuned us out anyways.
I had to ask you about that before.
I know. Basically, your linemen don't go downfield, so if you pull it out, you can still throw it. Because in normal run plays, linemen, as you know, you'll double, like especially the read option, most times you're going to double team the nose guard, and then somebody's going to go get linebacker.
Right.
But that takes the ability to throw the ball off the table.
Right.
You've committed to the run. So you have two options for who runs it, but it's not a true run pass option. In an RPO, it's a zone blocking scheme, so you're going to wash one way or the other from the point of attack and then make some decisions.
I hate the zone blocking scheme. But hey, that's me.
Well, it's interesting because you've got two zone blocking schemes facing each other in the Super Bowl, so apparently your hatred is
It's
well
the
not
in
well
thing in
founded.
the NFL now.
Well, Kyle Shanahan's dad was the first one that I can remember using it.
That
in
used it
Denver.
a ton.
And it didn't matter who you put back there as a running back.
They had
They
an
were
Anderson
getting
guy,
1,300 yards.
So after Terrell Davis got hurt, they were like rolling guys out that got
Undrafted guys.
some guy from the Marines one year. I
Yep.
think went for 18. Anderson or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
I had him in a fantasy and won the Super Bowl that year because like no one knew who he was, and he was like a throwaway pick in round 86 or whatever it was.
Is it finally Andy Reid's redemption?
I hope so. I met him a number of years ago. He was a great guy. I think this puts a little icing on the cake for him. And as a Cowboy fan, I hate the Niners, so I'm cheering for the Chiefs. I mean, it's really simple for me. I can't. Even this many years later, can't do it.
I don't know. Well, I mean,
You see Montana to Clark in your nightmares or what?
I don't want to talk about it. I know exactly where I was babysitting for my Aunt Phyllis and Uncle Frank, talking to my other cousin who's a Cowboy fan on the phone, and both of us were like, just stupid silent. I got to go.
Thought maybe you went back to John Brody. But anyway.
Nope. Not over it still.
I don't know. I think Reid has to win one before he gets the accolades that he deserves for being a great coach. I'm not sure this is the year.
Are both of these teams flawed in a way?
Absolutely. But I think that's the NFL right now. I mean, with the cap the way it is and how much money you have to give to quarterbacks, anything happens in the year that doesn't work out perfect, and you end up with a pretty flawed team because you can't spend all the money you'd like to.
Well, when they committed to the run defense against Tennessee, they shut it down pretty well, Kansas City.
I just think it's very, very difficult to shut Kansas City down for an extended period of time, and I have questions whether the Niners will be able to run the ball the way they did prior, because like you said, when Kansas City made, so I think they're going to make Garoppolo beat them, and it'll be interesting to see if that's what happens.
Well, that's why I want to know if it was Mostert's coming out party or it was his Timmy Smith moment.
B. The Shimanga Biaka Batuka moment.
We shall see.
Okay.
I still think Jimmy G can do it. I just, I know they haven't leaned on him.
That's a prop bet we can make as soon as the show's over. I'm willing to.
No, I got those
get
coming
on
up.
I'm willing to get on the other side of whatever you're wanting to take.
No, I got those coming up.
Did he have to throw more than 8 times?
No, I'm not saying he won't. He'll have to
okay.
throw more than 8 times. Just that he won't have a great game. I'm willing to take that bet.
I'm looking at Mahomes on the one side and Garoppolo on the other, and I have to take Kansas City.
Yeah, that's the same decision you and I made about Rodgers versus Garoppolo.
No, I don't think I mentioned it for that game.
All right.
I like San Francisco. I think San Francisco is more well-rounded. I think they're the better all-around team. Defense.
That's the thing. If you want to slow down Mahomes, you got to put pressure on him. They can do it.
I think he'll take off and run because I think the ends will bend too far up the field the way they do, and he's going to slide right up inside them and go. Chiefs.
All right.
In a good game. I think it'll be relatively high scoring. I think 34-31, something in that area.
Well, the over/under is in the 154.5 to 155, or what 54? 54.5 to 55.
I think that's low. I'd take the over.
That's probably low.
That's a lot of points.
Wait, have you seen the Chiefs?
28-27. It's a lot of points.
They scored 24 and a quarter when they got a little angry.
I understand, but I don't think they're going to do that against San Francisco.
I understand. I'm just saying, shutting them down.
Well, I didn't say it was easy. I'm picking Kansas City, remember?
Yes, I do now.
And the Chiefs are a 1 or a 1.5 point favorite, depending on where you go.
And I give the points.
Pretty pointless.
Yes. Anything less than a field goal, it's a pick 'em game.
Yeah, you say that now, but it ends up being 28-27. and it pushes on the over/under, and you lose by a half point by taking the Chiefs.
Well, that's not a good day, and you probably won't be at work on Monday. By the way, there was a big push this week to actually talk about moving it to Saturday. Oh, you don't like that
It's not
idea?
happening.
Yes,
Come on.
I do.
I
It
like
should
the
be on
idea.
Saturday.
Great idea.
I like the idea. It's not
Should
happening.
be on Saturday.
Just because some 12-year-old kid or whatever made a change.org page or whatever, it's not going to happen.
It's a great idea. Why
I'm
can't
not
good
saying
ideas happen? Why you got to hate on all good ideas?
I'm not saying it's not a good idea. I'm saying just because some 12-year-old wants to do it.
Well, let's make it happen.
The
Let's help
NFL's
the
not-
12-year-old realize his dream of getting to stay up late enough to watch the whole game before his mom sends him to bed.
It's not like he's the first one to think of it. Okay,
Yeah,
it's
I
not-
mean, they've
it's
been
not
talking
like
about this for 20 years.
It's not like you've had a time travel or something like that. It's just, it should be Saturday night. No, I've always wondered why that is. Just out of tradition, I guess.
Probably because Saturday night gets less TV viewers. Sunday is a better TV day.
Wasn't the one of the Ohio State championship game the one year? Wasn't that on a Saturday night? It was absolutely ridiculous. I don't remember.
I thought the
No, it was
semifinals
Monday
were on
night.
New Year's Eve, which was a Saturday
Yeah.
night, and they killed it. And it kind of threw everything
It should
backwards.
be Saturday night.
Well, it's not like people wouldn't watch the Super Bowl because
It's
it's on
still
Saturday.
the Super Bowl, and
I mean,
it's its own thing now. It's a thing. It's not like you got to sell people on the idea of watching it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not like it's the Pro Bowl.
All right, let's take a time out. We'll come back, and one of my favorite things to do is go through some prop bets. All right, we'll do that when we come back for our Roundtable show presented by Ralphie's.
Bring yourself to Ralphie's. Yeah, it's that good.
Win with Ralphie's starting lineup. Get 10 of the biggest and best wings for only $5.65 starting at $9. Try our double cheeseburger with fresh hand-cut fries for just $7.99. Score a 5-count domestic iced bucket for $11 every day. And get 25 wings for $18.75.
Bring yourself to Ralphie's. Yeah, it's that good.
What can you expect from working with Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation? Our branch manager, Marty Bin, can help you navigate through the loan process with the service and speed you deserve. Contact Marty today to get pre-qualified. Make your home buying dreams a reality. Call 419-481-8696 to speak with Marty Bin today.
Are you hungry? Of course you are. Want to cook for the big game? I didn't think so. Call or go online to order Mike's Pizza and more for fresh, hot pizza. This weekend, order a large specialty pizza and a large one-topping pizza for only $18. Big game weekend only. Are you hungry? Of course you are. Want to cook for the big game? I didn't think so. Call or go online to order Mike's Pizza and more for fresh hot wings. Wings are only 50 cents all weekend long. 50 cents for saucy, tasty wings. Big game weekend only.
It's a huge day for pro wrestling in Toledo on Sunday, February the 9th at St. Clemens Hall. From 11 a.m. till 3 p.m., it's your chance to see what it's like to be a pro wrestler at our Powerbomb Wrestling All Ages Fantasy Camp. Then at 5 p.m., it's February Fury with all 4 titles on the line. Check out our brand new website. It is powerbombwrestling.net, powerbombwrestling.net. It's a huge day for pro wrestling in Toledo. It's Sunday, February the 9th, St. Clemens Hall with Powerbomb Wrestling. And back we are for our Roundtable show presented by Ralphie's, and we have a brand new segment sponsor in this segment, right there, right down there. All right, Mike's Pizza and more. And who wants to cook on Super Bowl Sunday? Nobody wants to cook on Super Bowl Sunday.
I don't want to cook ever.
Bite your tongue.
All right, you can call or go online to order Mike's Pizza and more for fresh hot wings. The wings are only 50 cents all weekend long. And they're still open right now, I'm just saying, okay? 50 cents for the saucy, tasty wings for the big game all weekend long at Mike's Pizza and more. One in Holland, one in Oregon. All right. I need
Prop bets it is.
I know. I need to pull out the glasses for this.
All right.
Guess I'm getting too old.
Well, the first one's always heads or tails.
And can't see.
Get in.
Well, the first one here is always... Will Demi Lovato complete the national anthem in less than 2 minutes?
Oh, God. Is there a who cares option for that one? No.
They're all who cares, Marty.
No,
That's the whole point.
Yeah, but some of these are fun. I don't care about that one. No, she will not.
That's the whole point.
She's going to drag it out.
Yeah, but she's done the national anthem a lot. I've heard that they've gone back and looked at tapes, so they know exactly how long she usually takes.
She's going to drag this one out.
Oh, probably. Can't be as bad as Aretha
So
Franklin.
you're going no?
I'm going no.
Yeah, we got to get through these, all right? So. Well,
I didn't know we were making bets on these. Man,
why not?
This is our tiebreaker now. Prop bets for the Super Bowl.
Why not? The result of the coin toss, heads or tails?
Who's
Tails.
favored?
Tails. Tails.
I'll take heads plus the points.
I always take tails. Will there be a score in the first 6 minutes and 30 seconds of the game?
Yes.
Yeah, I think we're all on that one. How will the first points be scored? A touchdown or a field goal or a safety?
Touchdown.
You get both, field goal and safety.
Touchdown.
Nah, I'll take the field goal safety.
I got to quit picking what Marty picks. Yeah, because I took touchdown too. What will be the jersey number of the first player to score a touchdown? 24 and under or 25 and above?
25 and above. Travis Kelce.
24 and under.
Yeah, I'm going to go with John on this one.
QB sneak.
Who will score first in the second quarter?
Whoever loses the coin toss. Oh, second quarter. Wait.
The Niners.
No, Chiefs. Chiefs will be down. They have to score in the second quarter. They get behind. It's their thing.
I'm taking the Chiefs no matter what.
They're like Secretariat. They want to hang back in the pack and then just come steamrolling.
The over and under for points in the first half, 26 and a half.
Over.
I'm going to go under.
It better be more scoring than last year's.
Will the score ever be tied after it's 0-0?
Yes.
No. We're not going to agree on one single thing.
I'm going to go with the no. Largest lead by either team. The over and under is 14 and a half.
Ooh, I like that number too. I'm
going to go under. I don't think anybody gets more than 2 touchdowns ahead.
I'm going over.
I'm going to stay under. Will there be a touchdown in every quarter?
No.
I'll say yes.
All right, I'll say no.
You're going to get to 60
guys are
points.
just being contrary, I think. Will there be at least one missed field goal?
Yes.
Yes.
I say no.
Yeah, somebody will try a 60-something yarder at the end of a quarter half.
If it's all touchdowns, they won't try a field goal.
Somebody will shank it.
How long will the shortest field goal be made? 27 and a half, so over under?
Over.
Over.
You're not going to have many field goals. So.
I know. I'm not going to do all of these. Who will have more receiving yards, Travis Kelce or George Kittle, the 2 tight ends?
Kittle.
Kelsey.
I'm going to take Kittle because I think they're going to
Kelsey
be.
has a lot more weapons around him.
I think San Francisco is going to be behind, so they'll be passing. Will Jimmy Garoppolo attempt at least 29.5 passes? I say yes.
No.
Well, then they lose.
He's going to go from 8 to 29 and a half.
I'll say yes because they're going to lose.
That's where I'm at.
Yep.
Will Patrick Mahomes gain at least 30.5 rushing yards?
Yes. 30.5? Absolutely. He could do that on one run.
I'd say yes.
All right, we're all yes on that one. How long will the longest touchdown be? The over-under is 47.5.
Over.
Nah, I got to go under.
Yeah, I'm going to go
That's
under
way
on
too
that one.
money.
Tyreek Hill and Hardeman and those guys, they got guys flying around all over the place.
Will there be a defensive or special team touchdown?
Negative.
No.
I don't know. Jimmy Garoppolo. Wait a minute. I'm changing me to yes. Jimmy Garoppolo is going to throw it 29 times. That could happen.
What about Hardeman?
Jimmy Garoppolo is going to throw it 29 times. That could happen.
See, I'm doing that too. All right, I want to go forward on this. Here's some other goofy ones that I found.
Will Kareem Hunt get arrested by halftime?
No. How many commercials?
I'm sorry. I was reading on my guy's sheet.
Well, that's already under. You don't go back that far, right? How many commercials will have a dog in it? The over and under is 3.5.
6.
Over.
we're all going to take over on that one. You know, if you're betting on that, you got a problem. Just saying.
If you're betting on any of this stuff, you got a problem.
If you're putting actual more, like if this is $1 a bet because it gives you something to do, that's fine. But if you got more than 100 in this, you get help.
Will the Mountain Dew commercial say, "What will you be drinking"?
No.
No. Why would it? Unless,
I'm with you on that one.
I mean, most of these commercials have been out already, so.
How many times will Mike Bloomberg's commercial mention Trump? Over and under is 2.
Under.
Over.
I'll say over. Let's see. Which? Oh, I didn't want to go there.
That sounds like the most fun one of the night.
You don't even know what it is.
I know, but when you don't want to go there, that's the one I want to tackle.
Get your own show. All right, smart guy. Which Anheuser-Busch brand commercial will air first?
Bud Light.
See how stupid that is?
Bud Light.
See how dumb that is?
No.
Could be Bud Light or Bud Seltzer. They give you both.
Bud Seltzer. New product.
Michelob Ultra, Budweiser, or Michelob Pure Gold. I feel like I'm doing a commercial for him here.
Bud Light.
Seltzer.
See, I don't even want to do that one.
Okay.
All right, fine.
Let's see. What beverage brand will air first? Anheuser-Busch, Mountain Dew, or Coca-Cola?
Anheuser-Busch.
Anheuser-Busch.
Yeah, I'm going with the beer.
Beer wins.
I'm not doing that one either. What food brand will air first?
Doritos.
Doritos, Snickers, Cheetos, or avocados from Mexico? That's the long shot.
Doritos.
Yeah, that's what I'm going with.
Some guy in the time machine again.
I like that one, actually.
Well, you didn't tell us there were odds on these.
It's not really important,
Well,
is it?
avocados is plus 500.
Yeah, I mean,
We're already out of time in the segment. You want to make it longer? What are you taking?
avocado. If they're plus 500,
I
I
said
think
Cheetos.
Yeah, I said Doritos.
Jeez. No, I'm not doing that one either. Yeah, that one's out. Will Betty White be in a Snickers commercial?
No.
Oh, I'll say yes. Will Budweiser have an American commercial have American flag in it? I say yes.
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 I'm not doing that one. I'm not doing that one. That one. These are all political. All right, we're done. Let's take a time out. I'm not getting into the political ones.
Fine.
Not doing it.
That's a
whole different show. All right. Sponsor of this segment, Mike Pizza and more. Are you hungry? Of course you are. Want to cook for the big game? Of course not. All right. You can go to Mike's Pizza online, or you can give a call either way. How's this for a special for the Super Bowl? A large specialty pizza and a large one-topping pizza for just $18. and that's going to feed a whole bunch of people. And I can tell you, the pizza is absolutely fantastic. Mike's Pizza and More, the sponsor of this segment. We'll take a time out, come back. One segment to go. It's for our Roundtable show presented by Ralphie's.
Are you hungry? Of course you are. Want to cook for the big game? I didn't think so. Call or go online to order Mike's Pizza and More for fresh hot wings. Wings are only 50 cents all weekend long. 50 cents for saucy, tasty wings. Big game weekend only. Are you hungry? Of course you are. Want to cook for the big game? I didn't think so. Call or go online to order Mike's Pizza and More for fresh hot pizza. This weekend, order a large specialty pizza and a large one-topping pizza for only $18. Big game weekend only.
What can you expect from working with Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation? Our branch manager, Marty Bin, can help you navigate through the loan process with the service and speed you deserve. Contact Marty today to get pre-qualified. Make your home buying dreams a reality. Call 419-481-8696 to speak with Marty Bin today.
Bring yourself to Ralphie's. Yeah, it's that good.
Win with Ralphie's starting lineup. Get 10 of the biggest and best wings for only $5.65 starting at $9. Try our double cheeseburger with fresh hand-cut fries for just $7.99. Score a 5-count domestic iced bucket for $11 every day. Now get your Ralphie's delivered to you with DoorDash.
Bring yourself to Ralphie's. Yeah, it's that good.
It's a huge day for pro wrestling in Toledo on Sunday, February the 9th at St. Clemens Hall. From 11 a.m. till 3 p.m., it's your chance to see what it's like to be a pro wrestler at our Powerbomb Wrestling All Ages Fantasy Camp. Then at 5 p.m., it's February Fury with all 4 titles on the line. Check out our brand new website. It is powerbombwrestling.net, powerbombwrestling.net. It's a huge day for pro wrestling in Toledo. It's Sunday, February the 9th, St. Clemens Hall with Powerbomb Wrestling. We are from a Roundtable show presented by Ralphie's. I'm Norm Weimer. This is Big John Malkowski. This is Marty Bin. And Ralphie's the title sponsor of the show, of course. And it's an option if you want to head to one of the area Ralphie's. You like their wings? 25 count wings for $22.85 dine in or carry out. So you can just call them up, carry out about 50 wings and take them home, and you won't have anything to worry about.
I want you to know that our viewers are very, very happy right now because most of them just won the prop bet on the over-under before you reshuffle the papers. It was less than 30 seconds, and Jane from Holland, she just texted me. She won.
That was the jewel you told me?
Yeah, I was saving that up, yep.
See, you need to run these by somebody beforehand because it's not really not that entertaining. All right.
You're saying it was kind of a juvenile move, like hiring like the Browns' new AD? Or GM? Well, he's young enough, he should be an AD in a high school program. AD, GM, it's kind of the same there, isn't it? Leave me alone.
I think they have a recruiting violation somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, they have players older than him, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah.
If you're the NFL, what do you do with Kareem Hunt?
Suspend him.
Because he doesn't have to get arrested to be suspended.
No.
Well, not when you tell the cop straight out, hey, I'm not going to pass a drug test. I mean, and I'm driving. Yeah.
Don't you admire that, though, in a way?
The honesty?
Just being honest, yeah.
Well,
Whether he was baked enough, he didn't know how dude. I mean, I don't know.
well, I mean, I guess if you're in trouble with the law that much,
if
then,
he's not driving, I don't have a problem with it. That's the thing for me. Just don't drive.
But it's still against. I mean, you're still against an NFL policy.
I don't
even
care.
if you are.
Look.
Even
if
if
we're
he's
gonna
not.
if we're gonna get to where a little chronic and a little booze hanging out in your backpack is a big deal, there's a lot of people getting suspended.
I'm
Just don't drive. And by the way, you make enough money. Uber. There's an app for that.
I mean, some people were getting on the cop for not arresting him. The alcohol was closed and was in the back seat.
Right.
In a pocket.
Who's a bigger clown? Antonio Brown or Kareem Hunt?
Well, Antonio Brown, obviously.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I mean, what a jerk. I mean, hopefully he never plays again
But some
either.
people were getting on the policeman for not arresting him. You think that's right?
No, it was a judgment call. It's just, like I said, if he wasn't swerving all over and, I don't know, what was he doing, driving 28 in a 66?
No, they got him for speeding, didn't they?
I was working somewhere where I had off-duty policeman was doing, like watching the parking lot and stuff like that. And it was not a Toledo policeman. All right, so I'll just leave it at that. But he told me this. I asked him, I said, what's your funniest pullover you ever had? He said this guy was weaving like this, so he pulled him over. He's in a pickup truck. So he tried to get out of the pickup truck, and he fell out of the pickup truck. And then he tried to get up, and he fell over again. And then he finally got up, and he policeman says, "Can I see your license and registration?" So he pulls out his wallet, if you can imagine the wallet like this. He flips it open, and he goes, "Beat me up, Scotty. I'm in a whole hell of a lot of trouble." And he said he just ended up taking him home. So it does happen where they just take you home.
I got it. I mean, but you would think after what he went through, and then I've already been through a lot. Well, then don't repeat.
Don't do it again.
And as a Cowboy fan, like Jerry has babysitters. Like he has people that go babysit for people like this. I mean, Kareem clearly needs a babysitter.
Can we hook him up with Maurice Clarett and have a little chat?
Well, the problem is he's trying to follow in the fantastic footsteps of Josh Gordon and some other recent Brown superstars.
When he said about the alcohol in the car, I immediately thought of Clarett. Right. And when he was with the Broncos and they'd take a break in practice and he'd run out with a bottle of Grey Goose. I mean, that's an issue.
Well, Clarett had a machine gun when they finally caught him in the car with the Grey Goose.
You gotta worry about Kareem Hunt really getting into some major trouble. Because you can kind of see it coming if he doesn't change the path that he's on.
Well, and he's real close to not playing anymore, which
might get 4 more. I could see it.
Just saying.
I could see it. And actually, the fact that he may not see some of the Browns games next year might be a positive for him. Call Marty. Text Marty on that one.
That was Norm Waymer, at Norm Waymer.
In case you haven't been paying attention on this, could be an NFL strike on the horizon.
Could be. I hate 17 games. Why would you go to an odd number of games and then mess with all the rules, records? I mean, it's the whole thing's just...
So they can eventually get to 18?
The union's been telling the players the last 4 years to stash money away. Yeah. So they've been trying to get ready for this. And their players are making less than half of the revenue, which I think is probably lower than any other sport, I'm guessing.
Maybe hockey.
They also want to get former players covered health-wise, which it's a disgrace that the NFL hasn't done that already.
But the NFL has the weakest union out of the 4 sports. Every time they try to do something like... But every time they try to do something...
I gotta go. Oh, I'm sorry. We're out of time.
Save that for next week.
Save it for next. Put it on Twitter. It's a Roundtable show presented by Ralphie's.